안녕하세요.
노란선에서 한 걸음 더 물러나 주시기 바랍니다.
Good morning. It is March 31st. For the past, I think 5 years, I have gone to Gyeongju for the cherry blossoms on March 28th. And last year I got sick. This year it snowed. Redemption time. It's been way too long. I'm going on a Monday. Hopefully it's not as crowded. But anyway, here's our train. Let's go. First stop, I wanted to get coffee. We're a little bit early, but it's no problem to wait because this is where the cafe is.
I just wanna go out and walk with you. Baby, you know I just like to talk with you. You don't have to tell me anything that's new. I just wanna go out and walk with you. I just wanna see your shadow next to mine, sailing over pavement with our two outlines. I like to see the shape you're in from time to time. I just wanna see your shadow next to mine. I just wanna see the same things you can see, understand the meaning on a new degree.
So they have made some changes in the past couple of years because this has become, it's always been a hot spot, but like tourism in Korea has just been like growing and growing and growing. So they finally installed fences because I understand why and I support it, but that cherry tree is the most beautiful photo in the world. Like, just to see it with your eyes and then to capture it on your camera, it is just so picturesque with the tomb behind it. It's but yeah, I did get a picture with it before they had the no chandi rule, the no don't walk on the grass rule. Makes me feel kind of old. Like people who were allowed to climb the pyramids, like people who were allowed to sit on the Sphinx or whatever. Anyway, it's really windy, so I don't know how much I can talk, but it's beautiful today.
Maybe that could happen when you're next to me. I just wanna see the same things you can see.
I just love this town so much. So there is a bookstore called Oso, or this one's called Odiso. I've heard the company is called Oso. They have a different location on the other side of town, but I always go in this one, and the guy who runs it is so nice. He speaks English, and they just started selling tote bags, and I was like, I am in love. And I was taking a picture of like the scene from the tote bag, and he got in it so that he could pose, and it made the exact tote. I just, yeah, I've been here for less than an hour and I'm just so happy.
Something's wrong with the morning. If he doesn't call to say hello and ask me what I'm going to do for the rest of the day, and if I need him, and how he needs me when he's all alone.
Okay, sorry for being a little scattered. Hello. We're gonna go get lunch. But before we do that, I need to give a shout out to the sponsor of this video, which is Surfshark, because I just had to do some pretty important stuff for work on Wi-Fi, which included my banking information. So thank you so much to Surfshark for coming in clutch, as usual. Surfshark VPN is a virtual private network that helps you use the internet safely and in many different ways. For example, if you are using public Wi-Fi, you can use Surfshark to secure your network, and if you are dealing with anything that is sensitive information, you won't get that stolen. They also have a lot of things dealing with malware and letting you know about viruses. The thing I use it the most for, though, is probably just changing my IP address location so that I can access certain websites and media libraries such as Netflix. If people don't have my shows, I gotta find my shows somehow, and that is all thanks to Surfshark. Really, if you are using the internet, you should be using a VPN because they come in handy in the most random times. You might be sitting in a cafe in Gyeongju to see the cherry blossoms and you need to do some invoicing, and yeah. So anyway, I'll have a code down below. You can use my code CARICAKES and the link down there. And the link is surfshark.com/carrycakes to get 4 extra months of Surfshark. So the cherry blossoms are out. My work is done. Lunch is needed. I'm starving. Let's go. It's just a beautiful day. The world is also so small. I ran into a subscriber in a beautiful hanbok, by the way. And her partner was from Ireland. So we got to chat about Ireland, and they're going to Gyeongju, and I'm so jealous. And yeah, the world is just a cute, tiny place. And I appreciate it so much. Let's get lunch. Okay, I was just about to say now we have reached the wander around section of the vlog, but I just saw lilacs. Wait a dang minute. Okay. Barely. Not quite yet, but okay. I love how much Gyeongju loves their kites. Every time I've come here, this whole area is filled with people flying kites, and it just brings me joy, and they're always stuck in the trees. Anyway, I stumbled upon Butterbook, which was on my list, but I forgot to mark it on my map. Stumbled upon that because I took a wrong turn, so I'm taking that as a sign that I should just wander. There's one place that I've never been to that is on my list that potentially has cherry blossoms, so I'm gonna try heading that way. But honestly, I'm happy to just walk in.
You said we should look out further. I guess it wouldn't hurt us. We don't have to be around all these coffee shops.
I don't even know if this will show up on my camera, but this is like crayon green. Oh, I'm so happy. I'm so happy.
Percolator never made a latte greater. I'm saving $23 a week.
I will truly never stop being amazed of being able to find myself completely alone. There are cars, I think, on the other side of this hill, but I passed a lady walking with her dog, and other than that it's just me and the trees and the magpie. So I have a feeling I went the wrong way in terms of trying to find the the massive cherry blossom trees I saw, but I did find more of this ridiculously green grass. Like, is it even coming out? It's comical. It's it is so green. Yeah, I'm gonna walk a little deeper into this forest, I guess, and then turn around. I saw this picture where this girl found these massive cherry blossom trees and no one was around. She couldn't remember exactly where it was. It was just somewhere in this forest. So if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. If not, I had a lovely walk.
We drive to the house in Preston. We see police arrested.
And in case you're wondering, the Oljuga culture, the iced Americano, even if you're freezing to death culture, has been around in Korea for a very long time. Korea was storing and using ice. They're kind of famous for it, I think. And this was one of the places where they did it. Their little freezer. And we love them for it. We love and thank them for the Korean love of ice. I think I found them. I think I found them. No one is there. It's like a handful of families. It is, oh, what a hidden gem. So I will leave it, the like geotag in the description. That was magical. I've like done all that I wanted to do today, amazingly. So I'm just gonna wander, maybe find a nice place to sit, and actually I'm gonna go see my favorite pine trees. How about that? we could go see the bridge, but honestly, I've made so many videos of Gyeongju. This is my favorite city, the one that I always say if you are visiting Korea and you want to go to a city outside of Seoul and you have a limited amount of time, Gyeongju is just year-round stunning. So much history, so much to do, so walkable. So I've made a lot of videos about it, and honestly there are a few more places that I love that I'd love to return to today. I just don't really have time. So yeah, there's also the bridge, which is cool to see, but I think I'm gonna there's a border collie puppy. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go sit by my favorite pine trees and have a little sit. A little sit. This spring is not for the weak. This year, like it snowed yesterday in Seoul. Right now it's not cold enough to snow, but it feels like it's gonna rain, kind of wintry. But the cherry blossoms are all, I don't know. It's blustery. The wind has just died down, but it's gonna come back in a second. So yeah, I'm gonna just walk down the cherry blossom street one more time, and then I'm going to head to the train station. This was so lovely. Yeah, man, I love Gyeongju so much. I will check in with you later. I'm gonna have to put my hands in my pockets because I'm so cold. So yeah. Hold up. With a view of the cherry blossoms, there is a foot bath cafe. Excuse me? All right. Next time. The amount of kids I have just seen in the air on this trip is obscene.
If I could, I would just see this universe through my eyes. Just blossoming such pretty things, it even smells like apple.
Hi friends. So we're back in Seoul. I just got back from Pilates. I have been trying desperately to film spring for you for the past 3 days. Seoul is just kind of not having it. right now, and I think that's okay. We're having kind of a gray, drizzly spring, and I think that's beautiful in its own way. The trees need it. The trees are definitely getting green. It's just not exactly what I thought I was going to show you. So next week, I think we will have some really beautiful blossoms. I want to try and get out of Seoul a couple more times to see some stuff. But we need to do one quick thing before I let you go, which is I impulse bought some, oh, I put manual focus on. Well, just believe me that I bought the Gyeongju cherry jam at the KTX station. Why is this uneven? Yeah, I figured I came here for cherry blossoms. Why don't I buy some cherry jam? It is apparently 70% Korean cherries and 30% organic sugar. So let's see. I'm just gonna take a tiny bit of this sourdough. This is mine, I'm just gonna dip it. All right, cherry jam, cheers. Okay. You know what? Not what I expected, but it's good. It tastes like, it tastes more like prune or fig. I'm trying to picture cherry. You know what though? This with like a brie with some cheese, that's really good. Okay, I'm not mad about it. Anyway, that was my trip to Gyeongju. I'll keep you updated on Seoul. Thank you as always for coming along. That was a lovely trip. It always is. And everyone in Gyeongju, I already said it in the vlog, but like everyone in Gyeongju is just so nice and just proud to be from Gyeongju. And yeah, it's a really welcoming, lovely city. I think that a lot of tourists will go to Busan if they're visiting, and Busan is amazing, but Busan is another big city. So I feel like you really need more time. Like, it's just kind of an overwhelming experience if you try to do it in a day or two. And then I think tourists will also go to Gyeongju, which I think is kind of, in my opinion, lost the tiniest bit of its charm only because it is so geared towards tourists, like foreign tourists. It's still really beautiful and I definitely think it's worth a day trip, but something about Gyeongju, it still has this sort of like neighborhood feel to it. It's big enough that you could go for multiple days, but in one day or 1.5 days, you can see so much. You don't really need to rely on a car or even public transportation if that freaks you out. Just get there and you can walk. Like I said, this trip I didn't even scratch the surface. I have years and years and years worth of Gyeongju vlogs if you want to check them out. It's just a really beautiful city and I love it a lot. But I am so excited every time. I was just talking to a friend about this yesterday. Tourists, people who are visiting Korea are getting more and more adventurous and they are leaving Seoul and Busan, like the Seoul, Busan, sometimes Jeju tour. People are going to other places. One of my friends was visiting and she was in Seoraksan and Sokcho and she was posting pictures and I was like, what the heck? That's amazing. How did you get there in the middle of a snowstorm? So I think that I just really love that people are seeing outside of Seoul. That has always been my passion. So it's just really, yeah, really lovely. So if anything, I hope that this inspires you. Gyeongju is beautiful any time of year. So no matter when you're watching this, if the cherry blossoms aren't there, it is still like one of the most beautiful, just magical places in Korea, in my humble opinion. So anyway, I'm going to leave you here. I'm going to take a shower, eat this beautiful sandwich that I picked up on my way home because I'm so tired. And then I'm gonna lay on that couch and I'm gonna watch the, the heist thing that's on Netflix. Yeah, I've been watching that. So speaking of Netflix, thank you so much to Surfshark VPN once again. Came in clutch in unexpected and frustrating ways this week. I will have all the information down below, but you can go to surfshark.com/caricakes and use my code caricakes to get 4 extra months of Surfshark VPN. Always a joy. So, all right, I'm gonna do all the things that I said I was gonna do. I'm gonna see you next week for Spring in Seoul. There's actually a new, oh, by the way, we impeached our president. That's one reason why I couldn't film yesterday, is because I was kind of staying inside because things were crazy, but good crazy for the most part. It finally happened. So they'll have an election within 60 days, probably in May or June, and we'll have a new president. So anyway, yeah, so this week has been eventful, but just not in the ways that I thought. I was thinking like flowers and blue skies, and Korea said, maybe not in Seoul. So anyway, I'll see you next week. There are a couple new like hiking areas and some cafes up in the mountains that I want to visit. I don't know, I'm feeling more inspired. I'm going to talk about it more next week, but I'm feeling got my groove back, let's say. So yeah, I'll catch you in a bit. Thank you as always. Thank you to Surfshark. Go to Gyeongju. See ya.